welcome to another episode of Greater Exploits. Actually, that's not true. It's our first episode. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoy it. Greater Exploits is a YouTube channel and a ministry that is geared specifically towards men, but I believe that it will be a lot of the messages, a lot of the things we do will be something that everybody would enjoy. But our idea with this is that it'll just give us the opportunity to hopefully brighten your day, give you some insight, learn from my mistakes. A lot of things guys like. There'll be adventures. We do a lot of kayaking, paddling, backcountry stuff, fishing, all those kind of things, building computers. We're going to be doing some teaching and some vlogging, probably a lot of vlogging, quite frankly. And just a time for us to come together. I hope that it's encouraging to you. I hope that it really does make you laugh, but at the same time that through our times together that you would really feel that you can do greater exploits. Life isn't always easy. Frankly, I think that in this day and age, even as a man, it can be difficult. As a matter of fact, there's times I admit that as a man, I almost feel like I need to apologize. If you've ever seen the Red Green show, you'll understand what I'm talking about. A show that started in Canada, and where Red Green would say, "I'm a man, but I can change if I have to." Sometimes we feel that way. But life can be difficult. But life can also be fun. The challenges can be things that take us down, that discourage us. But if we overcome them, they're not discouraging at all. As a matter of fact, they build into our character the things that we need to accomplish what we need to accomplish, to be a better family man, to be a better person at the workplace, a better person in the world, to be able to help to effect change and to help other people. My job is a job that, unfortunately, I have a long drive every day. I drive an hour each way, and actually when I come home, it's more like an hour and a half. I get up early. I like to do that so I can avoid the traffic as much as possible. So I'm up about 4:10, 4:20 in the morning, and I try to hit the road by 5 o'clock. Half my drive approximately is on the freeway, but the other morning as I'm getting off the freeway, there's a point where I get off the freeway and I come to a set of lights, and everybody local knows it's 4-lane, but now it's immediately after the light it's going to merge into 2-lane. So you'll see early in the morning, it's probably a funny sight if you're not from the area, because what happens is that everybody gets off the freeway, they kind of do the overpass thing, and they're at the set of lights, but everybody will be in the left-hand lane. Nobody goes in the right-hand lane because we all know that it's going to merge, and you don't want to be that guy, that person that is up in the right-hand lane, and you're going to cut in on everybody. So it's just one of those things. But this particular morning, I'm first at the light, and sure enough, pretty much immediately, I see this car come ripping up beside me in the right-hand lane. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, here we go. This guy, I kind of glance over, and this guy is, little self-centered. He's, wanting to cut in on me and cut me off. And so I'm looking over out of the corner of my eye, and I'm thinking, not this day. And so I'm already, when the light turns green, I'm going to go. But as I'm sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, this is not the way to start out my day. And so I think, no, I'm going to chill. This guy wants to go. I'll let him go. I'm not going to race him or anything like that. But that natural instinct in us, and especially as men, that natural instinct, the competitiveness, it's just, I'm probably only there 30 seconds, but this battle is going on. But as the light turns green, I decide to let him go ahead. And so I take off slow. When I say slow, I'm proving a point to him, and I'm proving a point to myself, and I take off real slow. And as I take off really slow, I glance over, and I don't see the car. I look in my rearview mirror, and He's merging in very quietly behind me. He had no intention of racing me. And I'm driving along and I'm thinking to myself, if I would have taken off quick, I would have thought, yeah, I taught him that, people are so rude. And I would have had all these thoughts going through my head as I start my day of how miserable the world is and how self-centered people are. But because I chose to change and I chose to make probably a better decision, right? Nothing happened. Nothing. I'm driving along, take a sip of my coffee. Sun's coming up. Life's good. And I'm thinking, why don't I always make those kind of decisions? But of course, 10 minutes up the road, there's a gap, quite a large gap between me and the cars in front of me. And I see this truck pulling out. A Kenworth 52-foot trailer is pulling out to my left. And what seems to me, instead of stopping at the stop sign, I'm thinking, he's going to cut in front of me. He's coming through the stop sign. He's going to cut. What? I'm thinking, well, you know what I'm thinking. This idiot. And so I think I'm going to honk the horn. And I remembered what had just happened a few minutes before. And I think, no. And as all these thoughts are going through my head, I see he actually turns into the lane to my left, which is an oncoming lane, but nothing's coming. He had no intention of ever pulling out in front of me. I flashed the lights, and now I'm thinking, I'm probably kind of embarrassed inside, even though I hadn't reacted. Flash the lights, and he gives a wave, and he pulls in front of me. He flashes the lights and says, thank you. And we all go about our merry way. And instead of feeling miserable, instead of feeling grumpy, instead of feeling upset, I'm feeling good. I'm starting my day out right. Dumb decisions, not a big deal. But the decisions we make in life, in those little things, can be monumental for our day. They can affect our day. We can end up being grumpy all day, coming home at the end of the day, being grumpy with people at work, coming home at the end of the day, fighting with your family, all because you started out by making wrong decisions. We need to learn to make right decisions. If you're wondering what this channel is all about, we are a part of PHCC Ministries. So I hope that this channel will minister to you. If you're watching this right now, quite frankly, you're at our conference. Hi! Multiply 2018 PHCC Ministries. I see you there. I just wanted you guys to see a little bit of what we're doing, a little bit of what our desire is. I believe that this ministry, through using the internet and the things that the internet provide, will enable us to gather our men across the country, keep in contact. We can do live feeds. I'll show you a few things on my computer here in a second, but we'll be able to connect. You'll be able to connect with me. We'll be able to do small conferences even online. I still do plan on traveling across the country and holding men's meetings. One of the things that I've had over the last little while, in February, I had the opportunity to go to Colorado and spend a number of days with Wild at Heart. You may have heard of John Eldridge. Wild at Heart book was very, very popular. Amazing ministry to man, really hitting at the heart of who we are as man, and quite frankly, how much we are misunderstood and how much we misunderstand ourselves. That touched me. That's my, if you know anything about Wild at Heart, that's my desire for the direction we're going to go. As a matter of fact, when I went to the Wild at Heart conference, one of the things that transpired through that is over time, I'm able to teach the Wild at Heart conferences. So we're going to do some of them across the country, and I'm excited about that. But the internet is something that we can really use. And you say, well, the internet, websites, whatever, I don't follow that a whole lot. YouTube is what I'm really going to use. And I'll show you here now. Okay, so here we have the PHCC website, phcc.ca. And in order to find men's ministry, it's pretty easy. Just come on down here and you can see where it says men's ministry. Now, when you click on men's ministry, it's going to open up the Greater Exploits men's ministry part of the website. Through this, we are going to be able to touch men depending on what types of social media they use, and I'll show a few of them here, we'll be able to keep in constant contact. I'll be uploading videos, I hope, at least one a week. Certainly that to start, and we'll see where it goes. Like I say, if you don't know what vlogging is, just keep watching. You'll figure that out pretty quick. Vlogging basically means that you're talking to the camera while you're out and about and doing specific things. We've done some of that already. I haven't uploaded it. I'm going to be doing some when we're up north and we're in the back country. I'm going to do some when we're out on the ocean fishing. You know, it's amazing the things that God shows you, frankly, when you're out and about doing your stuff. So here you'll see in the Greater Exploits Ministries, we have a lot of things going on. You'll be able to get to our YouTube here. I'd like to read this. It says, building connections. The heart of Greater Exploits is to encourage men to find their calling and live a life fulfilling their potential. That's what this is all about. Getting men to fulfill their potential. As a part of the PHCC ministries, our desire is to connect men across the land through videos, online teaching, and local boot camps and conferences. This is going to be a place of encouragement. Our desire is to be a place where there is both solid teaching and often a good laugh. We love adventure, but often it's through our adventures that God can teach us the most. Join us as we learn, grow, and inspire one another. There's a little bit here on YouTube. I'll get to that. Here on our Facebook page, we'll be showing our videos, links to our videos, all of those kind of things. You can see here, actually, this is a picture of when I was at the Ransomed Heart, and this is in Colorado, and we had a great time there. God really showed me a lot, and I'm going to teach a lot about that. So Facebook, I'm not going to be adding friends and doing all that kind of stuff, but it'll be something in which if Facebook's something you use, you'll be able to keep in touch through that, and you'll be able to see what we're doing. You'll know when we've uploaded a video. The next thing that I want to show you is Twitter. Many of us have Twitter on our phones. I have Twitter on my phone, and you can follow us on Twitter, and there'll be a link anytime we post a video, quotes, anything else, a link will pop up, and you'll be able to follow us that way, and you'll be able to go to our YouTube page from there. The next one is Instagram. We will be using Instagram at the same time. I've got a little bit of software that'll post on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all at the same time, and therefore you'll be able to keep in touch. But moving right along, what I want to really show you, and there won't be any videos here, but this is our Facebook page. This is where most of the action is going to happen. There'll be videos that are posted here. You'll be able to hopefully subscribe and like our videos, and through that maybe be able to tell others. I'm excited about what we're doing. I'm excited about what I believe that God is going to do. I believe that this is something, I'll be honest with you, my thoughts on this started about a year ago, very quickly after I was asked to take over men's ministries. I really started to think about the internet, and the reason I did is because we're all across the country. It's impossible in any other way, shape, or form without this internet. That's both a blessing and a curse, I think, in some ways, but a blessing for us, because if you just follow me on this, you'll really be able to understand over time what exactly it is that we're doing and how this can be used by the Lord to really reach men, to touch people, to minister to people. I am very excited about this. I imagine I'm going to look back at these first videos a couple of years from now and laugh, but I'll do the best that I can. I hope that you're touched. For those of you that are listening right now at the conference, as I'm probably standing right in front of you, I do hope that you will really get on board. Pray for us. Pray for this ministry. I've done a lot of research, even in talking to the Ransomed Heart team, John Eldridge and the folks, and even they're saying that there's really nobody doing this a lot. So I really believe that this is God ordained. I hope that it's something that can touch men all across our denomination here in Canada, and maybe the IPHC around the world. But we're just praying for God's anointing and praying that He would bless this. Thank you for listening. Continue to listen to me as I'm standing in front of you right now, and be blessed.